Hey guys, welcome back. So now that we have created our main menu and we have created the functionality within the game controller to add the logic to our game over screen. So let's do that. Let's go to the UI tab, and from here you can see our game win message and game lose message is there. Okay, so we are going to try to control this from our script. Okay, so let's go and try to do that, and let's now for showing the game over screen we are going to create one function, show game over. Okay, and let's give it a type of void. So obviously it's gonna, first thing it's gonna do is hide the main menu, make sure that main menu is hidden. Okay, next it's gonna show the game over menu. Okay, now once the game menu over is shown, we have two images, but we have to, based on a condition, we have to show either of the image, right? So if we can get a variable passed as a parameter to this function, then we can decide whether which image needs to be shown, right? So let's give this a name of is player, let's say is player won, and it is going to be a type of bool. Okay, so now we need to check, like, if is player won, if that is true, okay, then we need to show the uh, winning image. We need to hide the losing image, right? So when I say game over dot child, and when I say get child, and if you see it closely, let's go ahead over here, and if you see it closely, this is our game over node which we were referencing currently. So the game lose is over here at the second position, but if we are trying to get the child, meaning 0 is there for game win, 1 is there for game lose, because it starts from 0, 1, 2 and 3 and like that. So let's go ahead and do that. Get child, and the index is going to be 1, so we are referencing the second child, and we are saying, hey, stay hidden. Okay, and let's take the first child and make sure that it stays visible. So get child 0 and make it visible. Okay, so, and let's define the else condition. So I'm gonna copy and paste these two lines. Okay, and let's make sure that the game losing screen is on and win screen is off. Okay, so this is the function. Let's go ahead into our game controller, and let's go to the function where we are handling the game over, basically here. So here I'm gonna say UI dot show game over, and if the player is losing, I'm gonna send false, that player didn't won, it lost the game. And oops, sorry. So let's go ahead and copy that up, and over here let's paste it, and this time I'm gonna send true since player won the game. Let's try to play it and let's see how it works out. So if I go over here, now I can see the you lose screen. Okay, and right now there is nothing will work for the button. Let's try to win the game this time. Okay, let me, oh, I think I made the game too hard. Okay, let's try. Okay, let's try to cheat now. Okay, so oops, sorry. Let's say I don't do one thing temporarily. Let's delete it. Okay, let's do this one. Go ahead and try to play. Okay, now there is no enemy. We can straight away go, and yes, you won. Okay, so there's one last thing that we need to do, and which is basically hiding this joystick. So very easily we can do that. All we have to do is come over back to the our script, and where we are showing the win UI. Still we need to hide the virtual joystick. So virtual joystick dot hide, and the same thing you have to do with this one, virtual joystick dot hide. Okay, and also we need to update the player state. Okay, so like when the game has started, okay, so we are processing it here. So current game current state is equals to here game state dot in game. Okay, and on when the player is not there, so current game current state is equals to game state dot game over, and same is true for when the player gets the treasure. So I'm gonna copy it over here. So now you may ask like why we are even using this game state. So basically uh, it's good to have this game states, because later you may want to add more functionality to it. Later maybe you want to add audio sounds into this one. So this one, keeping a track of the state is really going to be very helpful for you. Okay, so now our game, since our main logics are created, there is one last thing which is left, and which is basically handling the restart button. When this button gets clicked, what is going to happen, right? So let's go ahead and add this one to our UI, connect this to our UI, and let's go ahead and add another signal. So signal on restart requested. Okay, so again it's going to do the same thing. It's going to just emit the signal. So emit on restart requested, and as usual we are going to listen to this signal in our main game controller and process it accordingly. So we are going to go to the inspector. Let's click the UI, and I'll switch to the node tab, and here we have this on restart requested custom signal. Let's go ahead and connect that, expand it, and let's see where it is. So it's added over here. Let's go ahead and control cut this one, and let's bring it there. So basically if the restart is requested, in my case I'm simply going to do is I'm going to say get tree. So basically get the root and reload the current scene. Okay, so let's go ahead and try our game now. So but before that I had deleted the enemy from the scene, so let's go ahead and add that. So what we can do is just select my root game node, and from here let me add in the enemy. Let's place it somewhere here maybe. Okay, and for the enemy I'm gonna reduce speed a bit because I feel like it's too hard. So let's make it 100, and actually let's go ahead and hit Control D in order to duplicate this. Let's add some this enemy somewhere here. Okay, let's have this a move speed of 110, just to have some sort of variations. Okay, and actually let's go ahead and add a third one, and let's add it. So actually let's go ahead and select this. Let's add it over here. Let's add it somewhere here, and this one there. Okay, let's just, and for this one let's have a move speed of 135. Let's see. Okay, okay, let's go ahead and, all right, so I feel like the player size is too big. Okay, so let's try to reduce the player size. Let's go ahead and fine tune our game. So for the scale, let's set the value to maybe 0.6. Try to control S, save. Okay, still I feel it's too close. They are too close. So what we can do now is basically drag it over there, leave it this one. Let's leave it this. Okay, let's say, all right, let's try this. Scene, click save. So whenever you are making a game, just make sure to always keep playtesting your game, because sometimes while thinking, you might not see the finer details, but you can see that when you are playtesting your game. So playtesting a game is very important. Okay, because as you can see, I have created some functionalities, but I'm trying to fine tune that one based on the gameplay. So I feel like it's almost there. Let's see. Oh, yes, and I won it. So this was it, guys, for this tutorial series.